Happy Friday out there, folks. Jobs Report Friday. This is Darius Dale here to present our macro minute for February 4th, 2022. Starting with markets, we have stocks down this morning, commodities up, crypto up, dollar down. Global bond yields are mixed. Big movers, Germany's DAX index off nearly 2%, WTI up 2%, Bitcoin up nearly 3%, Ethereum up nearly 7%. 10-year bond yield up 3 basis points. Doesn't seem like a lot, but when your bond yield is at 0.17%, that's a big move. That's a 20% move there this morning. Shifting gears to the macro front, signs of supply chain disruptions, disruptions easing are increasingly ubiquitous, and those are incrementally confirming our forecast for the direction of travel for inflation, both domestically and globally, with respect to the medium term. So yesterday we got the unit labor cost data out of the U.S. slowed to 0.3% on a quarter-over-quarter seasonally adjusted annualized basis. That's the slowest print we've seen since 1Q21. ISM services prices tick down 82. That's the slowest print we've seen, the lowest number we've seen since September. ISM services backlog of orders tick down to 57.4. That's the lowest print we've seen since April. ISM services percentage of respondents reporting slower supplier delivery times. That's one of my favorite indicators throughout this pandemic. That ticked down to 36.1. That's the lowest number we've seen since March of 2021. And then on the production front and the consumption front, you're starting to see the amelioration of supply chain disruptions in the auto market. We talked about U.S. auto sales earlier this week. And then shifting gears, UK new car registrations accelerated to 27.5% year over year. That's the highest number we've seen since June. Russian car sales accelerated to minus down only 3.7%. That's also the highest percent number we've seen since June. Mexican vehicle production accelerated to minus 9.1% year over year. That's also the highest number we've seen since June. And then shifting their shipments to mostly us, their vehicle exports minus 3.1% year over year acceleration. That's the highest print we've seen since June. So again, ameliorating supply chain disruptions. You don't need to wait till the companies tell you. We've been talking about this on this program for the past few months as a function of our very rigorous analysis of global high frequency data. I think we do that as well or better than most people in the world, and I don't mince words about that. On an overbought or oversold basis, euro overbought, 10-year German Bund, 10-year Swiss yield oversold, nothing in the global macro risk matrix. Looking at the S&P 500, that's still bearish VAMs, and it still has a lot of skew to the downside in its probable range, minus 8% downside versus 3% upside. WTI still neutral VAMs, minus 11% downside, and that's compressing the upper boundary of its probable range, only 1% of upside from there. Bloomberg Dollar Index nearly oversold. Bullish FAMs, but minus 0.1% downside versus 1.8% of upside. Bitcoin, still bearish FAMs, minus 20% of downside versus 4% of upside. Taking it to the chart here, Ethereum bearish FAMs, minus 34% of downside in its probable range from where it is today, which is, right here at the upper boundary of its probable range. So for all of you who bought the dip in crypto right when we said it, I want to say, was it this week or last week? We're like, hey, look, crypto's looks like it's oversold. We didn't buy the dip because, again, it doesn't fit with our macro outlook for being negative on high beta risk assets. But to the extent you're following the program and you're taking some of these shots that we give you opportunity to take, or at least our models give you the opportunity to take, just be aware that this thing is now overbought on that signal, and the signal's been doing a good job of as you can see in the chart, doing a good job of helping investors trade some of these swings amid the bear market in recent months. Transitioning lastly to gold, neutral VAMs, 2% downside versus 2% upside. So in fair fight there. With that, Darius Dale presenting our macro minute for Friday, February 4th, 2022. Everyone, best of luck out there today trading this jobs report, and have a wonderful weekend. Catch you back here Monday.